sånn der TV-stjerne? Hæ?
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to our channel. Working Hands 2020. Hi. Welcome to our channel. Working Hands 25. I'm Lars. This is Saga.
And I'm Stephanie.
Yeah. A Norwegian couple from Norway. A great combination of
Creative forces.
and DIY set skill.
Yeah.
That I have developed over my 37 years on this planet of walking around.
She's looking so fine in the background.
She's a beautiful old lady now. I had her for 13 years and still counting. Her name is Saga. Laskan Husky mix. She's part Greyhound, English Setter, and Malamute. I guess she will be back in a moment.
Probably. Yeah. So we're two people that have different interests, but we like to do things together, and we work very well as a team.
We do.
And it's very exciting, and we have so many projects actually at the same time, but that just happened. So we decided that we could have, well, film it, to document it, to see the progress. And also I find it interesting when you have an idea and then you start and then things changes as you go, and just to look back on that, I think that would be nice.
Yeah, and share with you guys too.
Yes.
The progress and our you guys can expect to see what we are capable of and what our interests are, and follow the journey from now on and forward.
Yes.
It will be, it's tempting to say it will be unique, but I don't think it will be unique, but it will be something different.
That's true, because there is a big community on YouTube.
Yeah.
That we would like to join. That's kind of part of the reason, I think, that we want to film.
Is that your main reason? To be a part of a YouTube community?
Kind of, yes, because then you can meet other people who have the same interest and do the same things, and you can talk to them eventually, maybe, or make videos towards each other, answering some things or figuring things out. And I don't know, it's opening up for dialogues, I think, which is good. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm partially agree with you. The part with the dialogue and maybe some collaboration with other people.
But what is your main reason, you think?
To challenge myself.
Put yourself out there?
Yeah.
That's also good.
Yeah. Back in fall 2018, I started a detailing company, yeah, selling services and products, and battling the Norwegian law against the chemicals and European laws, regulations, all that environmental stuff that you gotta deal with. And the products that I sold was awesome. It was great products. They did what they was supposed to do, and it did it well. But my biggest fear or problem, it was, I'm not a salesman. I was shy to be on the internet, and still kinda am. So I didn't manage to post anything of the products or any of the work I did. But I know the work I did was quite good. It was a high-end finish on paint corrections and sanding, sanding down orange peel from car paint and bring it back to life like a mirror flat surface. That was the best part of it.
Mm.
The resurrection of the paint on the car. I love that part, but not that fan of the internet and sharing. And yeah, I guess maybe I was some kind of a lone wolf at the time.
Mm. But I do agree on you that it's like a good challenge for yourself, for me too, to put yourself out there. I've also been shy, even though I've posted before. I tried to post without myself in it, and I was very self-critical.
Yeah, me too.
And even in the videos I've posted in the past, you can hear me being self-critical, and that doesn't look well on video, to be honest. So you kind of have
Maybe.
to, yeah, it's kind of negative, and I think we're past that.
Yeah.
I'm past that.
I think it's okay to be critical, but it's all depending on the vibe that you're being critical on, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I think for me it was insecurity,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
Insecurity doesn't look well.
no, it doesn't. It was like I was being self-critical in advance, so that nobody could be critical about me. You know, it's very classical,
Yeah.
and I didn't feel good enough.
Yeah. I
But
know what you mean.
yeah, but then things have changed
Good.
since last year, I think.
What changed?
So I met this guy.
You met me, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
That
guess
helps.
I met you as well then.
Yeah. It helps having a partner who supports you, and yeah.
Nice to hear.
And I also think my stay at the Nerdrum's place recently also changed something.
Yeah.
So I'm a painter, and I'll talk about this in my own painting channel, just to not to be too detailed into that, but just as a sidetrack. I stayed at Odd Nerdrum's place in the Nerdrum school, and I learned a lot, not just for painting and drawing, but for being, how to discuss in a nice way, how to ask questions, how to be allowed to fantasize. It's been a big moment for me. I was creative and I had many ideas when I was younger, and then it kind of died off as I progressed through university, and now I finally came back to it. It's very important to keep that that you are allowed to have ideas and think for yourself and be genuine in a way. It's okay to be playful and childish, like the inner child thing. I don't know how to explain it.
You explain it well.
Thank you. Yeah, I think in a way you are also like that. I mean, you have these ideas or things that you want to learn or to understand, and then you just do it.
Yeah.
You don't have that restriction.
I don't have any limitations.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a lot of them.
Yeah, but that's dumb.
Yes.
Why should anyone have limitations? I mean, a short story of me and who I am. I'm a 37 years old now. I have been creative on the physical side my entire life. I started with building tree cabins when I was, I don't know, 8 years old or something. Felling down trees when I was at the same age. I built my first wooden car, or olabil på norsk, if you would like, when I was 10. And I started to build stuff, just doing stuff, play with nature, and my more serious first build project, serious build project, I was maybe 12, 13 years old. That was the time when I was starting to learn how to build a foundation on buildings. So I started to dig down, pour in some gravel. I remember I was saving my weekly paycheck from my parents to buy concrete at the local supplies for stuff. And I bought some planks, and I got many free materials from my local hardware shop or resawing company, or I don't know what's the English term for trevarer. You know,
a wood supplier.
Yeah, the wood supplier where you buy wood, nails, timber, hand tools, and all that stuff.
Because you were so young and cute.
Yeah.
It helps.
It helps when you're young and cute and don't have any limitations. So I remember.
You had ambitions.
Yeah, I always had.
Yeah.
But a little follow through. I'm diagnosed with ADHD, autism, Asperger's, and maybe some other diagnosis, but it's not confirmed. So I always had many balls in the air. A lot of stuff that I needed to do and not enough time to do them. I was never great in sports except for motocross and bandy. I excelled in bandy, but I got almost hit not the national league, but we had something called Kretsmesterskapet, and I got kicked off due to violence. I was tackled by another player, and I didn't like the way he tackled me, so I respond with an even more brutal takedown, and that was not the right thing to behave, I guess. So I went in and out on basically the same week.
Oh.
So yeah, and I always chased perfection in everything I do. Always find the best way to do it for me with the tools and the skill set that I have, and always fine-tuning and find the fastest way from A to B. I use a lot of time to make the right call, I think. Okay. More hikers coming through. Hei.
Hei.
Forstyrrer vi hele opplegget?
Det er bare å gå. Det er bare å kose dere.
Det er en deilig dag.
Det er det. Det er flott.
Ja.
I think we maybe chose the wrong
Day for filming.
Yeah.
We're usually alone in here.
Yeah. This is actually the second time this year that I met people here, and we have been here for like 15 minutes now.
Mm.
Yeah.
So maybe we can talk about what we are currently doing.
Yeah.
Mention some things at least.
Yeah. Where do you want to start? I mean,
We can start with Take It On, and then we can go on to there.
yeah, we can.
So currently we are renovating my studio space because I had this space for 2 years and I just upgraded with an extra room for it, so it's now bigger. And we are going to make it from just a painting, conservation and painting studio to a combined workshop, so that we can make wood projects as well together in there. And that meant that we needed new floorings that can handle the dust and the machines, the heavy machines that's coming in. So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
And also more a better flow with the tables and the storage and yeah, where to basically put the tools, etc. So and to do all of that, we started with the wall floors, and then we started filming as we started to work on the walls and the roof, because the condition that the studio was in is so ugly. You'll see it, like it's just like so roughly done, and there's so many weird bits, like, you know,
Weird solutions.
yeah, wire just hanging loose, and a lot of random nails poking out, and a lot of holes in the walls, and like moving, you know, the plates for the walls, like drywall or like similar, like, you know, plates, and they are not securely fastened or something.
Yeah, drywall. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like moving, and that creates like cracks in the old paint, and the old paint had a lot of texture. Anyways, it wasn't nice. And when you work with like finer things like conservation and wood projects, you kind of want it to look nice. So it's been like a week, I think, of
Yeah.
work so far, and we're not that well. It has to be done, but it doesn't feel that we're come so far. But you will show more about that.
Yeah. To just touch in on the walls and the ceilings in the studio. If you know anything about drywall, when you're screwing in the screws for the drywall plates, they are supposed to be flush and not go through the drywall plates. And when you go through them, you don't have any hold for the screws, so the plate is just flexing on the walls and from the ceiling. So it took us around, it was probably around day 4 or 5 during the renovation that I discovered that the screws have full penetration through the plates, so the plate was flexing. So due to that, we had to start. What's that sound? That was an odd sound. Huh.
I don't know.
Well, I forgot where it was.
The walls.
Yeah, the walls. It was, we had to start not completely over, but we had to not replace, but we have to screw in some more screws to keep the drywall from flexing. So when we sparkle them, or plastering them, or what you call it, so it would not re-crack between the seals. Oh my gosh.
What?
Would you talk about the sanding?
Oh god. Yeah, I will make a complete video on this, but
Yeah, we can do that instead.
yeah. Anyways, we run into a lot of problems. We were just gonna paint the walls, and because of
roof.
the structures, we were just gonna sand it. And then we figure out that the paint that was used in the past, like this very like strange plastic, it was very thick and it would just clog up the sandpaper so fast. When even if we were doing everything correctly and with the good like materials and everything, like it was still just like you'll see it on the videos that we will make on it. But we found a solution. But it's so strange that nobody talked about it before. Maybe it's that bad of a paint that people don't use it in other places. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like the people in the store didn't know what to do, basically, when we asked. Hi.
Hi.
Got interrupted by horses.
Yeah.
Beautiful horses.
Yeah, that was. This is the third couple on.
Probably like 25 minutes.
No, I don't believe it.
Okay, maybe 20.
Maybe. It's a dumb place to film.
Nah, it's nice, I think.
It's nice, but it's dumb. You see how much traffic there is?
3 people
3 people.
and 2
That-
horses.
Yeah, and that's kind of 3 more than normal. So yeah, that's the roundup for Hegdar in this video maybe.
Yeah. And then there is the other projects, like there's chopping down trees and making the wood.
Firewood.
Yeah. But that's not as much as content, but more like daily vlogging. Or like, not daily, I mean, just vlogging content.
Yeah, maybe.
We could show the machine. It's a cool machine.
Yeah,
It's hefty.
it is. I have a problem with my impulse control. So maybe I bought the biggest firewood processor on the Norwegian market that you can haul after a car, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was the biggest one.
It is the biggest one. The next size is industrial for tractors.
Mm.
And I don't have any tractors at this moment, but if I know myself correct, I probably will have a tractor.
I wouldn't be surprised, like if we had a farm.
Yeah, I don't need a
You
farm
would-
to have a tractor.
I know. You just need a not.
I need a garden.
You need a garden, and then there's gonna be like a lot of like machinery there, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need a separate garage for all my tools.
Yes. Yes. So here's the thing: we don't own a house or like a home right now,
No.
but we have our little workshop that we're working on. And then everything goes from here. Like we have tools and we have that machine
Yeah, and
each other
each other. And the dog.
and the dog. Yes, she's a big part of everything.
She is. My life, or our life, are always spinning around her to please her, to have her with us. She's an old lady now, almost 30 and a half years, and she had cancer one time, and now she's starting to see bad and maybe have some hip issues with her lower back.
Mm.
So she's definitely getting older, so we will enjoy the
Last moments.
Yeah.
Basically. We'll see.
That was a strange thing to say out loud.
Yeah. But it is like that when you start filming, you have a plan, you have an idea of what you want to talk about, and then you talk about something completely different.
Yeah, and I forgot the half of the part that we were supposed to talk about.
I think we were just gonna say hello and welcome to our YouTube channel and our first video
Yeah. And
and our names and what to expect. Anyways, we're like 2 dreamers with a lot of ideas, and now we want to document it basically and see what happens. Like, why not? Why not?
why not?
Yeah.
And why not use it as a personal archive?
Yeah.
think that's a good way to do it too.
Mm. And the good part about being two people is that we can, like, it's like we're interviewing each other while at the same time thinking out loud,
Yeah.
even though we are talking beforehand and like sharing what we are.
Beforehand. Beforehand.
Yeah, beforehand.
I don't know what that means.
På forhånd.
Ah.
And we will learn some English by doing this.
Yeah.
There is a lot of words that we forget, and then we have to like scratch our brains to get them out.
Yeah.
And yeah, everything will be better, I think.
It will.
Yeah, even though things are good now, but yeah, there's something about it.
It is. I want to talk about all the stuff that I and we are going to do.
Yeah.
Just in a brief moment.
Yes, the nearest future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the coming months.
Sure.
Yeah.
The greenhouse.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the greenhouse. But before that, I want to talk about. I have a full-time work on the side, not on the side. This is on the side.
Yes. Yeah, you have a full-time day job.
Yeah, full-time day job with industrial cleaning, which is like we have like big cargo trucks with equipment on, giant vacuum cleaners and high pressure pumps on the car. In Norwegian we call it supersuger.
Yes.
I have a 100% day job, and I have a whole lot of projects on the side. The one with Hegdar is number one priority. And then I have another list with, I think it was like 20
Points.
or punkter or
Checkpoints.
checkpoints that I'm not, yeah, that stuff that I needed to do or need to do. And I think I've done 5 of them since I started the list.
Yeah, it just grows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you check off some of the boxes and then you add some new boxes and then you're still on the 15.
Yeah.
And then you go for like a week and you can take down 2 boxes and then you add 3 boxes and then you're back on 16 boxes. So
Yeah.
so it's a greenhouse that I built it up last summer, and during the fall it collapsed with 3 centimeters of snow and a high wind. So it
Was it that little?
yeah,
Wow.
it was not much snow on it. It was the
Yeah.
wind that took it down.
Yes.
And now I have to rebuild it again, but I will scrap the poles and anything and just reuse the sidings, the polycarbonate, and build the wooden structure and reuse the plates. And it's the firewood processing. Don't tell me it's more people. Oh. I will start firewood processing next week, maybe, if I have the time. And I have to collect the firewood as well, the timber.
Yeah, the remaining timber from the felling.
Hogsfelt.
Yeah, Hogsfelt.
Ordentlig norsk. Vi kaller det for Hogsfelt.
Yeah.
One thing about me, I can't lie. If I don't have anything good to say about something, I won't say anything. Or I will, if you want my opinion, you will have my opinion. But I can't promise you will like it.
Yeah. Very honest.
Yeah, very honest. Yeah.
That's good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Brutally honest is the only thing I can be.
Also more reliable. Like you know
Yeah.
what you get.
Is that a wrap, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
See you next time.
You all have a wrapping wrap.
Wrapping wrap.
Yeah.
Do you want to show them a wrapping kiss?
Oh, damn.
Bye.
We are family.
We are family. And you know how it goes.